Hello and welcome to the 2020 NAMM Show. I'm Tom Kenny, the editor of Mix Magazine, and I'm here in the NAMM Media Center with Andy Jackson, a product manager
Hi, Tom.
from Solid State Logic. Andy, at the AES show in New York, you made quite a splash with an Origin console. We come to NAMM three months later, and you have another splash with the SSL2 audio interface. The first audio interface you've made, correct? What's going on these last 3 years?
Quite a lot, actually, Tom. Yeah, we've been really busy. Over the past kind of 5 to 7 years, we've been heavily involved with developments for our digital platforms, such as the System T broadcast console and also our live console. But whilst that's been happening, what people haven't been seeing is the developments we've been making for the new studio products that are now coming out. So this began about 18 months ago with the release of Fusion, and continued with things like Six, then Origin, and now these. So we are in the middle of a wave of new SSL products.
Well, these things take a while to develop. I mean, that's, especially as part of a family.
Yes, exactly. So you would have seen the kind of trademark now brushed aluminium grey faceplates, kind of signifying the kind of the beginnings of this new range, and of course, yeah, the ever-present SSL knob caps. So, yeah, I mean, 3 years ago, when I rejoined the company, we had a very exciting product roadmap, and we're starting to see the products come out of that now. So, I guess really, in terms of what customers are seeing, about 18 months ago, we released Fusion, which was an all-new analog color processor. So we built 5 new color circuits into that product. You know, we don't like to rely on our just old legacy. You know, we have to keep on doing new things. That's what we love doing. We love engineering. So we had that, and that kind of started the new wave of SSL products, as it was. So moving on from that, about 12 months ago, we had the Six, a desktop mixer. Again, kind of defining a new category of high-quality mixers for home studios.
Well, let's back up a minute, because people expect a console from you. They expect a nice analog console from SSL. Certainly a legacy in the industry, but they sound. Take me through the Fusion 6 SSL Plus development and the thinking behind it.
Sure. I mean, with Fusion, we took a look at how people were working these days, and there's a lot of emphasis on mixed bus processing, as I'm sure you know. And so we really kind of picked that apart and went, people want, you know, they want attitude, they want color. So SSL can do that, and
they do it very well.
We came up with some new things. We looked at what people liked. We did our research. We did experiments. We built prototypes. We threw them out, we tried again, until we got it right. So, you know, that was a new wave of analog development.
Is it the start of creating a family, like
absolutely?
an entry point?
It's no coincidence that you would have seen with Fusion, with Six, with the new 2 and 2 Pluses, they're all finished with the new kind of anodized grey gunmetal faceplate. So it's absolute, there's a common thread.
SSL knobs.
Of course, I mean, we're very lucky that we have such an iconic brand. So how could we not continue to use the things that you go, oh, it's an SSL?
It's an SSL. Let's go through this then.
Sure.
Can you tell me what we've got here, both on the front top panel?
Sure. So this is a 2 Plus. So we've just released these. There's a SSL2 and SSL2 Plus. They're both USB-powered audio interfaces. Both work at all the major sample rates up to and including 192 kilohertz. This one here, we've got 2 channels of mic preamps.
Okay.
So these are class leading in their category.
And where do the preamps come from? Other developments? Or?
So they've been kind of born out of the 6 mic preamps.
Okay.
Obviously, when we put it in here, we needed to do some optimization so that it could work off bus power. But you can think of it as the same family as the 6 mic preamps. And what's incredible about these 2 mic preamps, we've got class-leading minus 130.5 dB EIN figures, so they're the quietest mic pre's in this class, and they have a huge amount of gain. So you've got 62 dBs of gain, so you can gain up any mic, even the notoriously difficult SM7.
62 dB?
Yes, in a bus-powered device. Both channels can handle mic, line, instrument level. The line level can actually accept a full plus 24 dBu input, so we're not messing around. You've got 5-segment LED metering as well, 40 dB range. Then, I see your hands moved down to the 4K switch.
That 4K button.
Yes. So this is what we call the legacy 4K mode, and this is a all-new analog enhancement effect. As I said, when we've come back to do the studio products, we like to keep doing new things. So what we did with this is we took inspiration from our classic 4000 series console, which is, of course, renowned, known by many, loved by many.
Owned the world for a long time.
All over the world, still being used today. And we looked at 2 key aspects of that console. So the EQ is something which people like a lot, and also the kind of harmonic distortion from the various aspects of the channel path and the mix bus. And we basically, what happens when you engage this button is you get a little high frequency lift, kind of forward sounding yet musical, much like the 4K. And you get some harmonic distortion. Again, it's just something which makes it sound a little bit more like a record, something which gives you a nice alternative sound for your mic pre.
What do we have with the monitor mix?
Monitor mix is your traditional, straightforward way of easily balancing yourself against the DAW playback for critical low latency monitoring tasks.
Okay. Can we turn it around?
Sure.
Good. Can you tell me what we have going on here?
Sure, we've got all the ins and outs of the unit on the back panel. Neutrik connectors, as you know, we've been building quality studio products for a long time, so we like to keep things consistent. On the 2 Plus, we've got 2 headphone outputs. Okay. So the difference against the 2 and the 2 Plus is you get 2 headphone outputs on the 2 Plus.
Phone A, phone B.
Phones A, phones B. Phones B can actually source from a different mix, so that can pick up outputs 3 and 4 instead of 1 and 2. So you can create 2 headphone mixes.
Is it for a different type of client? I mean, is this a
I
personal pro studio
type
of thing?
I mean, we've built these for the aspiring musicians and producers of tomorrow. The 2 Plus is more aimed at your kind of collaborators, producers, often working with another vocalist, maybe, things like that. And the 2 is based on the person who is very much recording themselves.
And sharing. Continue to take me through, I'm sorry.
Sure, okay, so the 2 Plus, we've got MIDI in and out for connecting drum modules and vintage synths and things like that. We've got some additional phono outputs, so if you are working as a DJ as well as a creator, you can take this out and use it to DJ. And then we've got our combi microphone inputs. You can plug a XLR in for mic level or a jack for line or instrument if you need to. And then we have our balanced monitoring outputs here, which are of course driven by the iconic SSL blue monitoring control.
People recognize it.
It goes to 11.
How much do they cost? I mean,
Well, that's a lot less than people are going to think.
I'm going to think.
So the 2 is going out for $229.99, and the 2 Plus is going for $279.99.
$279
Yep.
for this with that SSL sound.
Yes.
You're going to sell a lot of them.
I hope so.
Congratulations.
Many thanks, Tom.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, SSL. And we'll be back at NAMM. Go visit them in the North Hall, 2nd floor.